Hi there, so a while ago I did a video on how to get a 3-star rating, and I kind of haven't been spending a great deal of time in Animal Crossing New Horizons because I've been doing Final Fantasy VII Remake, but I kind of wanted to get back and I wanted to hit the 5-star rating. So I've already got a 3-star rating, I only need 2 more stars, and a big part of it is kind of items. So I'm going to try and take you through that as I go, throwing in some items and then checking on my island rating. So hopefully it's going to help you out. If it does, drop a like below. But let's get in this. Let's see if I can get up to a 5-starer. Okay, so this is my new attire. Essentially, I can't get the rest of the spacesuit, but I really want to be dressed like I'm going into space. So anyway, this is what you've got. 5-star rating. So I've already talked to Isabel and she's already told me that a big part of it is dropping items in. So I need to be able to decorate the island much more, but also I want to start thinking about like the layout. So I'm going to need a lot of cash. So, but to start with, I've got a few items already in the bank. So I'm kind of just going to drop those in. And I'm pretty certain that you can only check the island rating the next day. So it doesn't go up in real time. It kind of just goes up as you go in day to day. So if I improve things today and went to check with Isabel, things wouldn't change in terms of my island rating. So I'd have to wait till tomorrow. So I may do a little bit of time traveling just to try and make that whole process a little bit quicker to be able to get some answers for you guys. But we'll see how it goes. Kind of got a lot of stuff over here already. I've got like a castle, sand castle. I've got a bamboo feature. Got the solar panels, got a seat, got a little tub thing here. So I'm going to try and throw in my lifeguard chair over here, which might be quite cool. Oh, although I've got this in here as well, so maybe actually just throw it in over this side and see if it's all about dispersal. I figure if you put everything in one place, surely that can't help. Let's see. Let's drop in. What do I want? The lifeguard chair. Place item. Okay, that looks like it was made to be there. That's pretty good. Okay, so that's the lifeguard chair in. And then what was the other stuff that I had? Tourist telescope. That's what I want. But I kind of figured that would look cooler up on the cliff. So I'm going to head up there and drop that in there. Okay, change of plan. I'm going to try and put it here. I don't know if you can put stuff on here. We'll see. As soon as I press the right button, tourist telescope, place item. Oh, that does look perfect there. Yes. I always think it's such a shame that you can't actually interact and do stuff. If I could look out through that, that would be really cool. But that is perfect. That is touristy. Okay, so in that case, it's all about crafting stuff now. So I've used all of my outdoorsy stuff here. I can put some fencing in and that might help. And I probably will do a little bit of that here and there, but kind of only where I want things to look cooler. Because my island at the moment is pretty much just how I managed to complete the main game, and I want to make it much, much cooler. The best thing I did was this road feature, but other than that, I haven't done a great deal to increase my star rating, so this is kind of like the start of the journey. For anybody that hasn't got a 3-star star rating already, then you can check out my video on how to get that with the link above. This is all about how you go from 3 stars to 5 stars. And the other thing that I did before starting this video was used some of my Nook miles at the Nook stop to get some new recipes. So I'm going to try and craft some of those things. I'll show you what I got. Here we go. So what did I get new? I got... So one of the things, I definitely want a brick oven. I need to craft this to be able to make the fountain. So the fountain's one of the things that I've got. So I just need one drinking fountain to be able to then craft the fountain itself. So I figure I might do like maybe 2 fountains and see what that does. One on top of the other. Maybe I'll do some like, I don't know. Oh, maybe can I get, I definitely want to see if I can do, let's do one of those. Okay, so that's 20 stones. I've got loads of stone and I need to go around and hit my stone up anyway, so that's all fine. So I think I might be able to do 2 of these. Put those in around the island. I've like wanted the brick oven since starting to play this game. This makes my house feel so much better. Brick oven. Here we go. Place it. Nice. Love that. Brick well. Let's drop it in. Ah, it's over the edge. Let's put this away. Can I push it? That's the question. Seems a bit weird being able to push a well, but hey, you can. Fountain. One fountain in. And then this is kind of like, theoretically, a high football area. Got a picnic out here. I've got some tiki torches. Bird box for 0 birds on my island. But I kind of figure with a slope here, I could put a fountain in here and it would kind of be quite a cool feature. Let's throw that in. Okay, so 2 fountains. Brick oven, brick well, lifeguard chair, and something else. What else did I put in? This 5-star rating business is harder than it looks. Oh yeah, the telescopy thing for tourists. That's the other thing. Okay. So there we go. I'm thinking that's quite a lot of new stuff on the island. Is that enough to get me up a star rating? I don't know. Maybe I should look at crafting some more stuff. And I don't like this. It's too close to here. Let's just go like this. This kind of faffing around and stuff isn't going to help your star rating, I don't think at all. But it just makes me feel better. Okay, so let's look what other cool stuff I can craft. The thing is, I've got this. I've put some of these up. I've put one of this up. Like, I've got loads of stuff on the island already. And I don't want to just throw stuff in for the sake of throwing them in. Kind of want it to look good. So I'm not sure I've got anything else that's craftable that I can put outside. Got one of those. Bamboo floor lamp, don't need that. Put a picnic set out there. But it kind of indicates that more stuff's needed. So I kind of want cooler stuff. So I'm going to head over to the Nook Stop to see what I can find. See, I'm pretty certain that that fences are going to help. The stone fence, that's quite cool. I like that. I'm not so keen on the iron and stone fence. It just looks a bit austere. Let's get some stone fencing. So the point is, you invest in this stuff, you get the recipes, and then you can add them to your island. And you just keep going up to Isabel to find out what it is she wants you to do. By the time you're at 3-star, you should be at the same point that I am, where you just need to throw in way more items, and the cooler items you throw in, the better you're going to be able to close out that 5-star rating quicker. So that's the process. That's the process you go through. Phone box. Okay, so gonna order one of these. Redeem. Okay, so that could help me tomorrow, I guess. Parabolic antenna. That's pretty ugly, but it's also really high tech. Or is it? It looks actually a bit old tech, like 1980s tech. I'm not too sure. And I want 2 of these because I'm determined to somehow build myself a football pitch. Because then I can make the whole like pitch layout and do some custom designs around that. That'd be pretty cool. Lighthouse and monster statue and pool. All of those things I want. Not too big a fan of that, but I think 1, 2, 3. If I can order all of those 3 today, so I can definitely get 2. I can grind a little for some Nook miles and get the 3rd one. And I figure that's going to massively help me. So I'm going to get 2 of these now, do a little grinding, get the other 2, and then I'm going to fast travel to see what happens tomorrow. Okay, a new dawn, a new day. I've got loads of stuff. Nice, I'll take that. Let's take this. So essentially, this is all the stuff that I've ordered through the Nook Stop. These are all the items that I'm going to place in today, but I'm not going to place them in until I've checked my island rating with Isabel. So let's grab all of these and then straight on over to Isabel to see where things stand. And then, I don't think anything will have changed just yet, but we'll see. If I've already gone up to a 4-star rating, that would be amazing, but I just don't think that's gonna happen. Oh, still 3 stars. Okay, so everything that I put in yesterday hasn't really tilted the dial yet. So I'm just gonna check out what she's saying, just in case there's anything new, but I kind of figure it's still gonna be items. And I've got a big boatload of things to go in. Yeah, okay, so I think more items. Yeah, items you've created. Decorated with items you've created. Like, is it gonna be stuff that I've created? We'll see. So I've got a few things that have been delivered, but if she's saying things that I've created, that seems pretty significant, that it's all about the recipes. Okay, lighthouse. Can I place it here? Nice. That does look cool. Let's drop this and move it on over. Yes. So I kind of don't want to put, I'm going to just drop down all the things that I've ordered because I want to test this concept of, has it got to be stuff that I make that changes my island rating, or is it stuff that I can buy in, like this lighthouse? So I'm going to place everything in, and then I'm going to skip ahead a day to see whether or not adding these items in addition to the other ones that I've already put in, help to tip the dial just a little bit. I don't know, we'll see. So monster statue in, now it's just about the goals. I've decided that looks a bit hideous. But hey, job done. I think there's like a big space up here. Yes, this is where I want it. But I also don't want to take out loads and loads of flowers to do it. So I think I might just put the goalposts in as items facing each other like here. And then I'll slowly move the flowers over time to be in a better position in the trees. Maybe I'll like do the trees in a line around the pitch. Okay, so I'm going to do a bit of clearing. I'm going to eat some oranges. I'm going to clean some of these trees out of the way. Actually, there's loads of these trees up here. I could definitely just get rid of them, to be honest. And thinking about this, I should probably have at least one of these as a stump. So, got a new plan. Okay, there we go. Got like this massive space here. Should be able to do quite a nice football field. So let's get my goals up, and I can always play around with them later on. But let's place one in here. Nice. And then I don't want to put anything else in, anything that I've made like the fencing. The fencing's definitely going to help. But I want to see whether or not these 5 items that I've put in, and they're big ticket items, will have an impact. Let's see. If it's still 3, it's still 3. So they had 0 impact. So it could just be that it's got to be things that you make. And maybe you just need a hell of a lot more of them. Okay, I know there are recipes and items in Nookstop that would make a big impact on the island scenery. So like I put in quite a lot of stuff recently and it hasn't changed my island rating at all, really. Like I must be close to getting the 4-star, but surely numbers are gotta be like much higher. Okay, so the next job then is putting the pool in, and then I'm gonna build a whole load of fencing around here. Oh, and there we go. That is a pretty sweet plot for my house. Lots of room to throw things in, so I can move this over if I wanted to. I think I'll probably just get some like flowers in there or something just to jazz it up a bit. Maybe some custom designs on the floor. Very cool. Okay, so it's a new day and I finished everything around the house. So let's check my island rating. If I'm at 4-star now, that would be amazing, but we'll see. Come on Izzy. Really looking for some good news. You know what I'm here for. That sounded creepier than it was meant to be. I just want to, 3 stars still. This is tough going. I kind of feel like you really got to crank it up then. It's all about volume, I think. So, in that case, I'm gonna need to throw the kitchen sink at it. Okay, and now she's talking about fencing. So, like, that was kind of my whole thing with what I did last time. So I'm going to throw in even more fencing and hope that does some kind of positive impact to my star racing. We'll see. Okay, so my idea is I'm going to create a maze all the way around here with my stone fence. So I figure that will use up quite a lot of stone fence. And I'll make a big old maze around here. I might do some terraforming just to like use the space a little bit better, and then get rid of all these trees. I might just move some of them, but I've got loads and loads of cedar trees which I don't ever use really. So I'm just going to ship them out. I can always plant more later. Okay, so there you go. I've got my space. That should be enough room to do a pretty cool maze. So going to build it in some stone fencing. And yeah, hopefully it looks pretty cool. Okay, so I'm partway through and I've used up all of my stone fences. I've hit up all of the stones in my island. So I think I'm going to skip ahead to tomorrow. I might throw a few little things in, but other than that, I think I've done everything that I can do. Okay, still 3 stars and I've built so much. Clearly, this is a ridiculous ask. You've just got to put everything in. This may take days and days and days. Okay, so I've finally managed to get up to 4 stars. It took me a few days to crack on with all of the projects, and I'll take you through everything that I've managed to build as of yet to get up from a 3-star to 4 stars. And believe me when I say it took a lot of effort, but I think I've got kind of a methodology that works, and the idea is that you come up with a concept and you build things around it, which kind of makes it easy. You're kind of building something cool for yourself anyway to make your island better, and it also means you're going to incorporate things like fences, items, and just loads of different things that are gonna get you closer to that 5-star rating a little bit quicker. So I'll take you through the projects that I've kind of kicked off and what they look like. And then I'm going to talk through some of the projects that I'm going to take on next in the remainder of this long extended series of days that I've been putting into this video. Hopefully all of the tips are going to help you out. Let's kick things off with the first project that I've completed. Okay, so first off was the house. So I built the stone fence around it. I've got the pizza oven. So you've kind of already seen this. This is not something new to you. But then I've also put some Zen fencing around a few of the houses down here, built them a barbecue and put them a bin and a lawnmower in this little space here. And it's just about using space a little bit better to kind of use some items in a way that makes sense on your island. But the project that, like, it's probably not my favorite project, but it's one that I've enjoyed working on is my maze, and in general just making this house up here a little bit cooler. So I've got the table and benches, telephone, just in case anybody doesn't know how to sort out the maze. A little bit of tiki action, but the maze itself is kind of inspired by Zelda dungeons with the pots in them, and it gave me a chance to use a lot of items and a lot of fencing to bring it all together. So I've got this kind of outdoor water feature here, and then when you do make it to the end, I'm probably going to do a few more things around here just to make this a bit more exciting. When you get to the end, you can come and sit over here and have a little sit down and swing. And then you can probably see just over to the right hand side, my football pitch is coming together a little bit better. So I've got sort of floodlighting in the corners, I've got seating area, I've got dugouts, I've got the ball in place, the goals. You can see this is going to be a money tree. I'll be shipping this out as soon as it gives me its 30,000 bells. But this has just been another nice project. I still need to do the custom designs for the lines, so that will be a part of my whole last part of this video. So you should see that before the end of this video, but this is coming together quite nicely. And then I started to experiment with the corral fencing, which looks kind of cool, but I was hoping it was going to look a bit more Wild Wild West than it does. I've also got a barrel that I can use, so I'm thinking maybe I'll do some kind of Wild West feature around here, but I'm not sure how I can do that or if there's enough items to be able to do that. So either way, there's a lot of space around here for me to do something, so there's definitely going to be a project around here. Could be Wild Wild West featured, but the idea is you kind of come up with a project and build a featured area around it, and that'll help you to get to the 5-star rating a little bit quicker. And then finally, I've been throwing in a few kind of interesting things like this popcorn machine around here, just to kind of add a bit more interest to the main area. I'll probably continue that. But my favorite new addition, apart from the Zen fencing around the museum and shop, is my custom designed Rainbow Road, which I love. I'm not sure if it contributes to my 5-star rating, but hey, it looks amazing, and you can see you can throw a load of lighting around it just to make it look cool. Okay, drum roll. Island evaluation. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a 5-star. Yes! Okay, I've been in the trenches. It's taken me a lot of work. You can see my costume in a little bit. I've got my army hard hat on. It has taken a lot of effort to get to 5 stars, and I'm going to show you exactly what I've got on my island that has got me over the line. It's pretty much as you've seen throughout this video, like in development, getting a little bit closer to being completed. So I'll give you a little tour so you can see the things that you need to just get over the line. My island's not perfect. It's not the best island out there, but this is what you need to get over the line to get the 5-star rating. And the reason 5-star rating is so good is because it gives you the golden watering can. So it's definitely worth going after. Okay, so while I haven't planted a great deal of flowers, they have been growing quite nicely outside the kind of town hall. Resident services, and that has helped me get over the line. In fact, there was a point where I got the 5-star rating, and then when I went to start this video the next day, my 5-star rating had gone because I'd picked a bunch of flowers to see how much I'd actually get for selling them, which should tell you that flowers are really important to getting over the line. So definitely have a large amount of flowers. However, Isabel will give you a prompt if the green space needs prettying up with some flowers. So you kind of just follow whatever she says. The second thing is that, yes, I've got a bridge here, but this bridge wasn't actually built fully when I picked up the 5-star rating. However, infrastructure does have an impact. I'll show you the incline that I put in. So I think I had 1 bridge and 2 inclines when I picked up the 5-star rating for the first time. And then I've kind of scattered my beaches with beachy stuff. So you've got the lifeguard tower and the sandcastle. I've dotted those around the beaches and a few other things which I'll show you later on. But the main thing that I've done is chosen like concepts and gone with them in that area. So this is my Zen corner where I've put up a load of this Zen fencing, and I've got a table tennis table here, and I've got a telescope and a few other things. I've got like a bit of a Zen stone here. Now this isn't my best section, but the point is to do an area in a certain concept, and that will help you to fill it out. So the other area close to here that I've also done is kind of a Wild Wild West area. So using the corral fencing, and fencing's a big part of it, as well as items that you dot around the island. You definitely want to put a hell of a lot of fencing down. And you can see here I've gone with a lot of corral fencing around the edge of this cliff and by this path, and then thrown in some barrels and directional signs and my rocking chair and my buckets, and just sort of focusing on a certain theme. I've got these straw beds here, the wash tub, the stakes, just to give it more of like a Wild West theme. And then obviously put in fencing around any features that I put in. Now I plan to change this fountain and make like a fountain area over the other side of the island, but I need to get rid of trees, and I need the trees to make money because I need the money to be able to pay off my home loan with all the extensions that I've done. So it kind of makes sense for where I am at the moment, but this is not my finished island. The other thing that I've done up here is I've started a wind farm. You can see I've got 3 of these. Now they're very expensive, but the high ticket items will help you get over the line. And so this is the new incline that I put in leading up to the football pitch, which is pretty much finished now. I've got a few more things I might put in. I might kind of add to this tiering stand over this side. But you can see I've got seats all the way across the bottom. Unfortunately, bell trees seem to grow quite well in the middle of the pitch, but as soon as they're gone, it will look like a football pitch again. And then I've got, like, I think I've talked you through the vending machines in the corner. And then you've seen the maze already. I haven't done a great deal new to that, except for the big stone arch at the top. And this requires 90 stones to complete. And you'll notice when you get close to the 5-star rating that Isabel starts to talk about using your island's natural resources to make things. And that's really important, so definitely make things as well as buying things with Nook Miles and Bells, and that will help you get over the line. And then anytime I've got a house, I've tried to put a few things around it. Now normally I'd put a fence around it, but I didn't have the space here. But I do have table and chairs, a couple of bird boxes, a telephone box, and just put things around each and every house that you've got. And then continuing on the concept of trying to do something in an area, I've got kind of like a stone area here with a little lookout. So you've seen the lookout before, but I've thrown in a stone on the beach and put in some stone walls, and then a fire feature on the beach with a little bit of this fencing around it. So definitely mix up your fencing. You can get the fencing using Nook Miles quite easily. And then again, the big ticket items like the lighthouse will add to your island rating. And then continuing on the concept of adding things to your housing areas, definitely put some fencing around it, throw in some items, some cool things like the stone oven, and directional signs definitely help. And then this is just continuing the idea of things on the beach. I built a little gym down on the beach where, you know, I can pump up my guns. He's big, he's strong, he's me, he's like the Hulk at the moment. Anyway, the point is definitely go with features in areas. And you can see I continued this idea of putting things around houses here. And then I was trying to make a feature around the monster, but I kind of feel like I need to spend a bit of time re-architecting my island to make this way cooler. I might kind of do a little bit of landscaping and put the monster on like plinth and then the fire all around it, but I need to make more space by getting rid of more trees. But at the moment I need the trees for the bells, so it's kind of a bit of a catch-22. I'll definitely do a video of what my island looks like when I've fully completed it. This is just to give you some pointers to get the 5-star rating yourself. So you can see I put a beach ball here. I've got two solar panels here, little features along the beach, and that's pretty much it, I think. I think the only other thing that I did was I built a few paths like my Rainbow Road thing here. I've got a couple of surfboards on the beach. I've got a popcorn machine here. And then the only other thing that I have is my house area, which I've already showed you, which I love. I think the only thing I added was a couple of these lanterns at the bottom and then my electric scooter, which sadly you can't ride on. Like, how cool would it be if I could just get on this and ride around my town? That would make Animal Crossing one of the best games ever. But hey, it's still pretty cool. And that is everything that I did to pick up the 5-star rating. Hopefully that video helps you out and helps you pick up a 5-star rating yourself. I'm just going to spend the rest of the day running up and down Rainbow Road. Drop a like below if the video helps you out. And you can also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already with the links on the left. And check out the rest of my guide for Animal Crossing New Horizons with the links on the right hand side. Leave any comments, let me know if you're struggling to get that 5-star rating, and I will catch you next time.